perfect for ringing in the Chinese New Year is celebrity chef and restaurateur. Welcome back, our good friend, Chef Jet Tila. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. It's always good to see you.
Here.
Good to see everybody. Happy New Year, by the way. Gong Hei Fa Choi if you're Cantonese. Gong Hei Fa Choi or Xin Nian Fai Le if you're Mandarin.
Gong Hei Fa Choi.
Gong Hei Fa Choi, just
Gong
easy.
Hei Fa Choi.
Phonetically easier.
That's a lot easier than the
Happy
other
New
way.
Year or good fortune for the New Year.
Well, Happy New Year to you, too.
Yeah.
I know that Chinese New Year is all about celebrating with family, but it's all about symbolic food and symbolic dishes, which makes this perfect to eat on Chinese New Year.
For sure.
Tell us what all of these different things...
Yeah, let me tell you what's happening here. So first you want to wear red, all right? So let's wear red today out there. It's not too late. Get up and wear red. And then second, so noodles are very important. So these are called longevity noodles. So you eat noodles, it gives you long life, right?
All right.
And so you never want to you want to slurp your noodles, kind of like Lady of the Tramp. Don't bite them or cut them up in the bowl. So slurp them all in.
You're cutting your fortune.
You're cutting your fortune. Don't cut your fortune. I know it freaks you out a little bit, right? So I've got a little bok choy, so it kind of represents like money. Does that make sense? And I've got.
If only it were.
I know, man. That'd be a ton of green there. Then we've got whole oranges as well. But so it's You're the Pig.
Okay.
So I wanted to make something kind of like represents it. So we're gonna do Chinese barbecue pork lo mein, right? Because it's the perfect deal.
It's amazing. So this is pork that we have marinated overnight. What kind of pork is this?
My favorite cut of pork to just about do anything with, most versatile. We're gonna be pork shoulder, also known as pork butt, by the way. But
it's not even the
It's
butt,
not
really.
this guy. It's this guy. Does that make sense? Yeah. So real simple. Because the reason why it's awesome.
Make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why they call it pork butt.
It's the
always the
Boston
shoulder.
butt or the picnic butt. We're totally, going super food nerdy, which is awesome. But just know it's got a good distribution between lean and fat. Does that make sense?
Enough
it
marbling.
grills well, marbles perfectly. So we've marinated this in all the good Chinese stuff like oyster sauce, soy sauce, 5 spice, a little sugar, and that's gonna hang out. We've marinated that, and it's overnight, and we're gonna twice cook this. The first time to cook it through and get it nice and tender, right? And the second time we've reserved some of that marinade, cooked it off.
How long do we cook it the first time?
I want you to cook it the first time just until 165, anywhere, depends on the size of the meat, probably 30 to 50 minutes. If that makes any sense.
Just watch.
Yeah,
You know
totally.
your oven.
You know your oven, and always use a meat thermometer whenever you're cooking meats that you're kind of not comfortable with, right? 165 degrees, and you're always going to be safe to eat. How's that sound?
Okay, yeah, and a thermometer is something that a lot of people don't have in their homes. It costs $3 at the grocery store, and it's really worth it. Just go
Seriously.
get it. It's so
Or
much
you know what?
easier.
Cut it down the middle, and if it's not running pink, you're totally good to go. So the remainder, the glazed, you glaze this
After
piece of
30 to
pork,
50 minutes,
and then
put
you
it back
throw it in. I'm gonna need a little hot towel, and then you want to roast this for an additional 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the size. And there you go. Look at that. It's very similar to like honey ham during the holidays, because you want to build in that crispy crust.
So
Isn't that delicious?
And then we slice it
Then
up.
you slice it. So you know what? This is like super versatile. In my house, there's always a little bit of barbecue pork just hanging out, and that could be for noodles, for fried rice. It can just be for I call them Scooby snacks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you always need Scooby snacks.
I'm gonna take a
I can
Scooby snack
bribe
right now.
my children to get their homework done with a little bit of deliciousness. So yeah, always have a little bit of that around, and I keep that going. But that's awesome by itself, but we're gonna take it even a step further.
And now we're gonna make the
Now
lo mein
we're gonna
noodles.
make lo mein noodles. So just in a simple pan, you don't need a wok. I've got all my stuff kind of ready to play because this pan's gonna be a little bit hot.
What kind of oil is that?
So always use a high temperature oil like peanut or canola. Don't use olive, don't use sesame to start the pan. Now because the pork is cooked, I'm gonna put it in whenever, but if I was using like chicken or something raw, put that in right away after ginger and garlic. Does that make sense? So that's in there, a little bit of ginger in there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look in my mind and go, is this pasta gonna take longer to cook or are these veggies? Because you can be using different pastas depending where you are. So these are actually gonna be quick. So I'm gonna go greens this time.
But the bok choy goes pretty quickly too, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you know what I want? I want that sound, that little wok pop. I want to crisp up that bok choy, which also kind of cools the pan. I'm not gonna get you, I promise.
As soon as it turns really vibrant green is when you drop those noodles in.
That's it. You see what I'm saying? I want to kind of just like crisp up the outsides, drop those noodles in, and what's gonna bind everything together is the magic sauce, right? And again, all it is, Chinese food is so easy. If you use chicken stock as a base, and then add to that oyster sauce, soy sauce, a little bit of sugar and cornstarch. The cornstarch binds together and makes that beautiful gravy. And if you're a person who loves like gravy, like noodles, double your sauce, and it makes more gravy because there's two kinds of chow mein. Like there's lo mein and chow mein. You can have it like swimming in gravy, or you can have it dry. Yeah, yeah.
And how long does it take to make these noodles?
Oh my gosh, you know what? These come from the store steamed, ready to go.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? If you don't have Chinese noodles, don't not make this dish. Just go and use like fettuccine, use spaghetti, use whatever you have. I mean, look how fast that is to come together.
East meets west.
East meets west all day, yo. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do the greens on the outside. It's always
don't be shy
easy
with that pork there,
to decorate the plate. We'll put the pork down the middle. I am not. Oh, are we supposed to share this? Wait, no, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm totally joking. I'm joking.
I only see one plate, so you guys got to figure it out.
Oh no, yeah, we're gonna eat this together then.
All right, that sounds
And then
good.
you drop some scallions on top.
You want to garnish with a little bit of scallion there?
There you go.
And then, and so some fun things. These are called hong bao, which means red envelope. So if you're married, you give these to younger people. You put some money in there. You can be as generous as you want. You know, because that's the tradition in my family. Like,
So wait, does married people have to give money to the single people?
Well,
Yeah.
Why would anyone get married?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yo, I waited till I was almost 40 because I wanted those hong baos like until like as long as I could get them. Do you know what I mean?
You grew up
I like this
celebrating.
tradition.
Yeah, isn't that
Single
fun?
people.
Grew up celebrating Chinese New Year, and now you do so with your kids. What are some of the other traditions that you guys incorporate?
So what we do is like we'll put a spread out of food. You know, again, whole fish is also symbolic. Citrus with leaves.
Okay.
And then so the kids will light some incense and pray to the ancestors and give thanks. And then if you can look, so we dressed up the kids all up in red, Amaya and Ren and my wife, and Amaya of course is posing. She's fabulous
She's so
for every
cool.
Chinese New Year. And then once we pray to the ancestors, we'll actually eat. We'll have a feast. And after the feast, the kids get their lucky money, and there's always some really fun desserts, like rice cakes and stuff. So.
Okay, we tell me if I'm doing it right?
Let me see.
I'm gonna- I
Your
don't wanna break up
chopstick,
my
your
luck.
chopstick etiquette is phenomenal, by the way.
I don't want to break up my luck. I'm going to suck it, right?
Oh yeah. You went
Good luck.
for the big.
That's a lot. That's a lot of noodles, Debbie.
There you
Wow,
go.
man, that's very good fortune.
Impressive.
That is good fortune right there. Chef Jet, you're amazing. Always great to have you. This is absolutely delicious. Happy Chinese New Year, everybody.